Right, this is set number 9, and it's in the third source packet, and it's going to talk about the Soviet response to containment. So what does this article say is true of the goal of the U.S. policy of containment? So remember, the U.S. was trying to contain communism. They didn't want it to spread. So what is the Soviet Union response to that? And this source is from the Soviet ambassador during the 1940s. What is the tone of the source? How has the feelings of the Soviet Union changed about the U.S. from World War II until 1950? So remember, they were on our side at the end of World War II. We've kind of learned about, their thoughts about us up until this point. So you're going to kind of sense how they're feeling about us at this point. And then answer, whose fault do you think this is saying the Cold War would be? All right, so this is what the ambassador is saying. The foreign policy of the United States, which reflects the imperialist tendencies of American monopolistic capital, is characterized in the post-war period by striving for world supremacy. This is the real meaning of the many statements by President Truman and other representatives of American ruling circles that the United States has the right to lead the world. All forces of American diplomacy, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, industry, and science, are enlisted in the service of this foreign policy. The hard-line policy with regard to the USSR, so that's the Soviet Union, announced by Secretary of State James F. Burns after the rapprochement of the reactionary Democrats with the Republicans, is at present a main obstacle on the road to cooperation of the great powers. It consists mainly of the fact that in the post-war period the United States no longer follows a policy of strengthening cooperation among the Big Three, but rather has striven to undermine the unity of these countries. The objective has been to impose the will of other countries on the Soviet Union.